Emergency crews are racing to find survivors in Colombia's deadliest earthquake on record, and local officials say the death toll is rising. Nearly 170 people have died and hundreds are recovering from injuries. Hundreds of buildings collapsed when the 7.4 magnitude quake struck just about 24 hours ago. Officials in several cities are still trying to assess the damage. CBS News national correspondent Lilia Luciano is live in the Colombian capital of Bogotá. So, Lilia, describe what you've seen just in the hour since you've gotten on the ground and what you're hearing from folks.
Well, Vlad, it's important to know that I'm in Bogotá. Bogotá felt the earthquake. People here felt it, but this is not where the damage is something that we can witness quite yet. We just got here. We're reporting live and soon heading to the areas of the greatest devastation. What we have been seeing is from images from our partners here in Caracol, Noticias Caracol in Colombia, and of course, from many people on the ground who are sharing those images. We're talking dozens and dozens of buildings that have been completely collapsed. As you mentioned, the death toll now, according to some organizations that are tracking the data. We're waiting to hear from the new president of Colombia, who was just sworn in 3 days before the earthquake happened on Friday. Latest number he gave was 111, but as you mentioned, now the death toll, according to these other organizations, is above 160 people. There is a desperate need to access roads and for supplies for those search and rescue teams that are trying to get survivors out. We saw throughout the night images of these search and rescue teams, including canine units, being and urging people to be quiet so that they can identify, as was seen in Venezuela, the people who were screaming for help. There have been multiple recoveries. We saw one of a small baby, but there have also been a great deal of tragedies already documented. One of the hardest hit places was the department of Chocó, which is one of the most impoverished in Colombia. There, in the capital, in Quibdó, a school collapsed. There's many people who died, and among those, in that school, of those victims, there was the son of the mayor of Bahía Solano, which is another town that's in the coast of this department of Chocó and in the Pacific. It was heartbreaking to read the message from his parents. He was 6 years old. This is Matías Valencia. And just like him, we will continue to hear as the numbers pile up, unfortunately, and as we hear more from authorities about just how vast the death toll and the devastation is. It's still early hours, within 24 hours, and there's teams from all around the world coming in to help.
And Lilia, you mentioned a little bit about this in terms of crews that are going through the devastation. But what are the other emergency needs right now? I mean, I know you've covered a number of these types of disasters in the past.
Well, what we are hearing from authorities here in Colombia directly is that the aid teams are also in need of support, of course, in communities like Cali. Cali is the third largest city of Colombia. Many buildings there collapsed. So on top of the heavy machinery needed to rescue people. And of course, Colombia is in a better position than Venezuela was, both because of the amount of structures or the kinds of buildings that collapsed, but also because of the infrastructure here and because of the presence of the government. The president already has said that he's deployed multiple agencies, the military to assist. But they're talking about helmets, flashlights. What I've seen, some of the needs include water, food, for the victims, for the unsheltered people, and of course for the aid workers too, as that community is growing. And it's not just the search and rescue crews who are doing the work officially, but there are hundreds of volunteers that of course have jumped in to help. Right now, the most urgent need is to get to those areas that already had unreliable roads, and people are desperate to either get out and for the search and rescue crews to get in.
All right, Lilia, reporting live from Bogotá. I know, Lilia, you're going to do a lot more reporting on the ground. We'll obviously be checking back with you throughout the course of the day and the next couple of days. Thank you very much. Stay safe, you and your crew.